So how did I get into corrections with really no experience and no degree? A lot of people, when I talk to them and they say, "Hey, they found out I did corrections," I've had several people sit up and say, "Oh, I wish I could do that. I just ain't got no degree. I got to go back to school." And the reality of it is, no, you don't. Now, there may be some places out there, but if I'm going to tell you something, if you really on the hunt, if you flexible, you get out here and find you some of these towns, these secondary towns, like I'm from Columbus, Georgia. So that's why I did it. I didn't run to Atlanta. Some of these secondary towns, if you can pass that background check and you can pass a drug test, you can get in the door. You got decent enough character, professionalism. I came from Walmart into corrections. Granted, I did have a referral, but again, if you get in a small enough town, you can work the referral thing. Is not hard to do because all you got to do is talk to folks, and you just got to put the word out. Everybody, I know we in a age or today's world, everybody flexing, but I'm from the country, and where I'm from, when we need help, we need help. So I had the word on the street that a brother was looking for another job because the current wasn't cutting it for me. I wasn't making it. I think I was working at Walmart, and I think at that time, I think I was making, gosh, was I making $525 every 2 weeks? Boy, I was, and I wasn't living at home either. I had rent and lights and stuff to pay. But I hopped straight from Walmart. A friend from high school put me on. I applied. I went out there because you don't realize that it's a tough job, but it's a tough staffing issue that has been going on in that. I mean, hell, even since I was doing it, and I think I've been out of corrections for damn near 8 years, 10 years. Um, it's a staffing issue. So that's in your favor. You don't need a degree. I knew people, and I'm gonna tell you this. I knew folks that had criminal justice degrees and came in there to be a correction officer, and they was gone in 2 or 3 weeks because they couldn't handle it. Because it's a mental game. It's a whole culture in there. It ain't just Please don't go in there with just the authoritarian and you just finna beat folks down. Don't go in there with that mindset. But what you need to do is get you a decent enough resume, which ain't hard, and show that you want a career. That's what they're looking for mostly in that, because staffing is hard and they're not trying to hire you just for a week or two and then you quit. They need people that's wanting to work. So anybody, I think you don't have to have no degree. And hell, if you don't have no degree or no related security experience, which I didn't, and you don't have you ain't in, and I know Square where you've had that. Oh, I've had military and all this stuff. All of that is, yes, it's nice to have those extra things, but you can go in there if you show that you want to work, you want a career, you trying to educate it, and learn more about that position. You willing to show up and be dependable. You willing to go through the training, whatever you can do to try to get ahead, and you need to convey that in your resume. You need to give that vibe in your resume. You need to give that vibe in your phone conversations and your interviews. And if you push enough, oh, they gonna call you. They go because they need folks. It's like a bad need. Again, I'm not deterring people that if you is working on education or trying to get experience in one area of security first, fine. Now, I do want to say a caveat like this is that you can get into corrections without a degree and without any security experience. Yeah, you can do that, but have a mindset too. Don't just hop for the money, because the mindset too is that there's professionalism involved. There's this. So if you ignorant as hell, you don't know you don't have any de-escalation skills. You're gonna write logs, detailed logs and notes. It's not just a freebie, you walking around with a stick hitting it on your hand. There's paperwork, there's processes and procedures. But if you're willing to do that, you don't have to have no damn degree. You don't have to have no experience to get into corrections. It's that friggin' easy.